Nice morning walk along an offshoot of the St. Johns River. We had all kinds of stealth camping down there. So it should be a nice like mile or two walk here. And then later today I will be entering the Ocala National Forest, which many consider the crown jewel of the Florida Trail. And I should also hit the 88 store at the end of the day. It's a kind of a famous store where there's a lot of long-distance cyclists and hikers just tend to cross paths and hang out in the front porch and $1 draft beers. So I'm looking forward to that. It is going to be a rainy day today, so I probably won't have the phone out too much. Probably a short video day. Oh, also not sure if you could hear it in the background, but there are some red-shouldered hawks active this morning. Kind of cool. No, you listen to the birds and go, okay, I know what that one is. So I'm getting there. I have downloaded the Merlin app, as someone suggested, so I'm not quite a birder yet. I don't know I'm sure there's probably a term for a beginning birder. If not, I guess we'll have to make one up. So the new shoes, even though yesterday was a terrible day to break them in because it was just a lot of mud and stuff, they're working out well because I can feel the pain in the balls of my feet in half. Like it feels like it's been halved. But then, of course, when you get like some kind of new problem, which is weird. These are the exact same size as the other shoes I had, but they feel slightly tighter in the toe box, just ever so slightly. And this is, by the way, not going to be a big deal, but I can feel my little pinky toe just barely bunching up against the toe box with each step on both feet. And that means, it's just like literally just like 1 millimeter or 2 millimeters tight. But I think it's been a few weeks since I clipped my toenails. So maybe if I clip my toenails, it'll fix that problem. If not, you thru hikers know what'll happen. I'll lose the toenail. The toenail will actually fall off, which freaked me out the first time I did that. That happened on the Appalachian Trail. But it's just one of those things that happens on a thru hike. It's usually the little toenail at least, and some people lose more toenails than that depending on how bad their shoes are. So actually, if I did lose my little toenails, there'd be no problem at all because that's the only thing that's barely touching. But again, if I had, I would definitely take this over what I had before because the balls of my feet were killing me. And I don't anticipate this being a problem at all. This will be something that'll resolve itself quickly. And what do we got here? So when I hiked the AT, when you get to a trailhead or an intersection, sometimes you'd see a cooler or something there and you knew it was something called Trail Magic. And it would have like either sodas or candy bars or, even maybe like beer in it sometimes. It's just a way for people to help us out on our thru hike. Now, I've seen this situation several times already on the Florida Trail, and it's been nothing. It's been like garbage that somebody's left out or something. So I'm not getting my hopes up too much, but this is where the trail changes and goes to a different section, and that cooler is right next to the tree and standing upright. It smells like it could be trail magic. Let's take a look. We're gonna do it live. Oh, and I can see that indeed the words trail magic are written on it. Now the real test, is there anything in it? No, there's nothing. Looks like Ziploc bags and a trail log. I guess the Ziploc bags are the trail magic there, but I have enough of those, so I'll save those for somebody else. Anyways, might have preferred beer, but yeah, you can't complain. Somebody doing something nice for you. Like getting spoiled on the Florida Trail. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Anyway, we're going to change terrain. Whoa, looks like we're going to have a little downhill here. Said Florida didn't. I said Florida didn't have mountains. Look at this. All right. Yeah, I was feeling lazy, but I think I'll backtrack a little and fill out that trail log, I guess. I saw Lifebuoy's tent a few miles back, and he'll probably sleep for another hour and then make coffee and oatmeal and then meditate, and he could be 2 or 3 hours before he's on trail. So I think I'll leave a little message like, I don't know, early bird gets the worm or something stupid. And that's what I get for not being careful. I only saw the top where you could see those Ziplocs. Turned it over. Yeah, there are bars in there. There's some, looks like fruit bars and stuff. So there is stuff in there. I'm going to leave those for somebody else because I have a lot of bars. I'll tell you what, I'm already feeling optimistic about this section. Look at that. Look at a nice, shiny bridge. The last section there, they had you walk through this. So whoever the trail club is in this area, thank you. Now, I know opening up that and seeing Ziplocs to somebody's not a thru hiker, that might seem like opening a Christmas present up and finding socks inside. But no. I think whoever did that trail magic is probably a thru hiker because... I got like 20 Ziplocs in my pack holding different stuff. It's a great way to keep things organized, and you can see everything easily, and it stays waterproof. So, and they get worn out after a while and less clear and just kind of funky. So, getting new Ziploc bags is like, it's a big thing for a thru hiker. So, that's actually great trail magic. I just realized, those of you that aren't thru hikers might think, oh, that sounds lame. But no, that's great stuff. So yeah, keep up the Ziploc bar. If somebody ever interviews me or asks me for what's your one piece of advice for the Florida Trail, I think I got the answer for that. Never get your hopes up. That's probably an easy one for you birders. What is that? Well, then there are two kinds of vultures. The red-faced, the red-headed, and the black-headed. And this looks like a black-headed. Let's see how close they let me get. There they go. Let me get pretty close. I guess these vultures are all hanging out, waiting for the fishermen to throw out their fish. Because there's a bunch of fishermen out here this morning. And a bunch of vultures, all vultures and fishermen. And so it begins, the Ocala National Forest. I'd say a lot of the hikers that I've run into said this was their favorite section. It is a big national forest. I believe it is the biggest national forest in Florida, so it's going to take me quite a few days to get through this, and I think that's going to be good because It's a nice section, and the weather is going to be good. Oh, and after that little patch of mud back there, it's been perfect ever since. So I should have learned my lesson right. Don't get your hopes up. I'm not going to get my hopes up. I'm not going to say I think all that mud's over. I'll let you know at the end of the day here if there was much mud the rest of the way. I managed to not get any mud in my shoes, so I already expect to be wet today. It's going to rain, but I'll give you the report later. We got a little beach here, and not sure what that guy is. Sure one of you knows. Visual ID. All right, I'm gonna get my hopes up. It's been nothing but sweet, dry pine needle track here in the Ocala National Forest. So far, it's living up to billing. It's very nice. It's like a green tunnel. So, geez, I hope that. Here I go again. But that was just a little section of wet trail that I went through, and it's been fine ever since. So, we'll see. I gotta learn my lessons at some point and not get my hopes up. But I'm feeling really good about my chances. And it hasn't rained. I was expecting it to rain all morning, all day. You know, I think that happens when you pull up the weather app and you see the rain symbol all day. But at the same time, you know, it says 40%, 40%, 40%, 50%, 50%, 60%. And as a wise man on this trail once told me, it's not a 40% chance it's going to rain. It's a 60% chance it's not going to rain. So that's held out to be the case so far. We'll see. It's still overcast, still looking like it wants to rain. But if it stays like this, I mean, it's just going to be a wonderful day. Feeling no pains, feeling good. And you need days like this after days like yesterday. Well, I know I'm just getting started, but I could give the Ocala National Forest a big thumbs up. I'll take forest over swamp any day. It smells so nice in here. Nice and piney, longleaf pine everywhere. No bugs, lots of birds flying around. Nice, comfortable, dry track to walk on. Look at that. This is a forest. All right, this is nice. It's gonna be a good day. It just feels so majestic in here in this forest. Yeah, this is a nice forest. Look how burned out. Especially a fire came through here. I don't know if it's controlled or not, but man, it just gives it a real open, majestic feel. The pines are so big and the ground is so barren. It's just pine everywhere, so it smells really nice. Just ran into a SOBO, northbounder. Gave me the heads up that yes, it's dry the rest of the way through this forest. So I can finally just breathe a sigh of relief. Of course, eventually I'll be in the swamp again, but that's going to be a couple of weeks away, I believe. So I'm going to enjoy this. It's weird. It's kind of like the Underground Railroad out here. You pass along information to each other as you pass each other by. I guess that would be one of the only other cases I could make for going southbound is you run into more hikers because there's more people going northbound. So you run into more and you pick up more information. Like I got the heads up about the couple that I thought had been hiking with us also. They're a couple hours ahead of me. Life was probably a couple hours behind me, so I'm stuck in the middle. But beer awaits in a few hours at the 88 store. And big thumbs up to the Ocala National Forest. All right, somebody spent a lot of time on this. Getting a lot of rocks together and says FT 2021, Florida Trail 2021. Class of 21, the Florida Trail. Well, here it is, the fabled 88 store. Time to pig out and drink beer.